Back again with another live stream for you on the balcony on this beautiful Saturday afternoon, Labor Day weekend. How's everybody doing on this beautiful day? Hope everybody's doing very well. I'm not going to keep you all too long. Cigar of the Saturday is the AJ Fernandez San Toro. I don't know if you can see it. San Toro. San Toro cigar. Not even finished with it yet. And college football season has just begun. Got a full slate of college games this afternoon. I'm going to check out. I'm going to definitely check out Ohio State and Texas. What's going on? That's going to be an interesting matchup. I think Arch Manning is going to be. I think he's starting for Texas this year. We'll see how he does. We'll see if he can live up to the Manning hype. Personally. Well, I don't really have too much. I said my piece during the week on various topics. I didn't get a chance to talk about the tennis player, Taylor Townsend. I heard she picked up another victory yesterday, a big upset on the number 5 seed in the tour, U.S. Open. It sounds like it's promising since we're going to be in the second week of the tournament. Hopefully, I'll go out there and catch a match or two. I don't know. We'll see how busy I am during next week. But she got into it with a washed-up Eastern European chick after she whooped her ass. It seems like she's a washed-up tennis player. And Yelena Ostapenko, Eastern Europe. I hate to say it, the white folks out in Eastern Europe, they're kind of like the trash of white folks, white society, all right? They're kind of like their niggers. That's the white niggers of white society. Yeah, they're European and all, but they're white. When they come over here, they act a damn fool. But when you go over there, they be chopping each other up in the little pieces, unapologetically. All right. So don't let the Boris and Natasha accent fool you. Now she got into it with this sister. I mean, I'm not going to say sister. This young black chick, right? She said she called her a fucking bitch, and then said to her, this is during the match, during Coco Golf. This white trash nigger, got in, has a history of getting into it, black female tennis players, right? I think she got into it with Coco Golf a couple of years back in 2019. And go ahead and said that, Townsend had no education, no class. If she goes out of the country, she'll be in trouble. Something to that effect, right? And I'm kind of proud of that young lady that restrained herself for not taking that tennis racket and going upside her head. But, a lot of y'all black chicks would do that to go upside a black man's head. But, you're at the U.S. Open. You know how to act like you got some sense over there with the white folks out there that's handling your money. You don't want to fuck up your money, right? So why not get into it with a white nigger? Because here's the thing, man. When you go over to Eastern Europe, like Montenegro, Albania, those countries, there's nothing but white niggers out there. That's all they are. There's a different side of the coin of the black niggers that's here. Okay? Very nice people, but you get on their nerves, you cross them, they will fuck you up unapologetically. And they ain't scared. Because they seen death. They seen their family members getting chopped up into little pieces right in front of their eyes. They seen their heads getting blown off. Okay? These are white people. I mean, just say this, man. They don't have YouTube videos of this shit, but yet they have YouTube videos of a nigger, fighting in the club, fighting in the supermarket, fighting in Disneyland, fighting in places where you shouldn't be fighting at. But usually it's between two niggas. It's never a white nigger and a black nigger. I have a friend. I mean, not a friend. He's not a friend. He's a coworker of mine, a colleague, who is from Albania. His family is from Albania. All right. Very nice young man. But let me just say this. You know what he told me? He told me when he's over here, he don't even date his own women. And I'm like, really? That's interesting, because I've encountered these women and they're kind of like nigger bitches. They're just white nigger bitches. Just change the color from black to white and you got a nigger bitch. I'm sorry, a black woman. I mean, that's all it is. I mean, I don't know what put a bee in this bitch's bonnet, because she lost in the second round. She's a washed up tennis player. I think she won the French Open back in 2017 and 2019 or something like that. But with that, and her career just went downhill. And she's washed up. This is an up and coming tennis star or tennis champion that's playing like she has nothing to lose. She's hungry. She's ready to win at all costs. But here's my thing about the U.S. Open. I have a lot of memories watching it, because you got to remember, I didn't have cable when I was growing up. So all we were at late night, at night, they used to have on CBS, they would have live tennis matches that went into midnight Eastern Standard Time. So we would be watching live events at night, which is totally unheard of. So that really got me interested in tennis. I mean, I'm not really a big tennis fan. I don't watch the ATP or WTA tours. I don't watch it religiously. But I'm starting to watch it now, not just because I like the sports, but I kind of like betting on the sport. I just got to figure out a way to win some money. But yeah, it's a fun way to make some money. Not make some money, but it's a fun way to watch the sport by betting on it. God bless FanDuel. God bless BetMGM. But we'll see. Oh, what else I got for you? Besides two black bitches, Eastern European bitch and a black bitch, you know, two sides of the same coin going at it. I don't really have much to talk about this Saturday. Nothing's really going on. Nothing that's came to my mind as of right now. I didn't really take any notes or anything like that, or what I'm supposed to talk about. So I'm just gonna talk from my dome. See what's going on in the world. Let me go ahead and check my Facebook. Yeah, nigga, I ain't giving you my Facebook. Fuck y'all. Like I said, speaking of, you know, last week we had the last preseason game, and this week we had the 53-man cut down that people are going to go back home and bag groceries or do substitute teaching, or, you know, give up their football dreams and work for the family business, become a bartender or something, coach high school or something. You know, I read somewhere that the Eagles player got cut, and his his girlfriend at the time found out he told his girlfriend at the time that he got cut, and she dumped him. You know what I say to that, young man? Good. Good. You dodged the bullet, my man. You gotta understand, you know, what I talked about last night. You know, bitches are with a man for a reason. There's a reason why they're that bitches with him. It's not because they love him. Trust me. Trust me. I love you talking crazy. Bitch, please shut up. I tell him, bitch, shut up. You don't love me. You love what I can give you. You love what I can do for you, but you don't love me. Shut the fuck up. That's what you gotta start saying to these bitches, man. You know, you gotta start saying, man, bitch, shut the fuck up. I know you don't love me. Here's the thing. Men are always in love with these bitches. I know because I at one point in my life, I had the Bitch Mess Me Up series, the 6-part series, but that was the time of my life where I was in love with a no good, ain't shit bitch. I was in love with an ain't shit bitch. You know, I believed in black women. I believed in black love. I believe in a black man and a black woman coming together. They can do wonderful things. We can't come together because, and let me just say this, man, you get the same results with a white woman, a snow bunny, an Italian bunny, a salsa bunny, a Japanese noodle bunny, General Tso bunny, a chicken masala bunny. You don't get the same results, man. If they're living in the United States, you're gonna get the results of these bitches ain't shit. They don't love you, they don't like you, they just want to take from you. They want you to take your resources or your time. Either way, fellas, you're gonna be paying. You're gonna be paying out your ass. Now, are there some women out there? That 1% of women out there that truly, genuinely like you? Yeah, of course. Now, fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. And bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Can't do this. Yeah. Oh, man. You know what, fellas? I've always had fun with you guys on this beautiful Saturday, every Saturday when I get a chance to talk to y'all. And I'm gonna bring up Dr. Umar again. That's been on my mind. I don't know why this nigga is on my mind. I don't know why he's living rent free in my head. But I gotta talk about this aspect as well. I know I said if he managed to get that school done, it'll be a grand opening and a grand closing, because he's excluding other races of children from the school. And you know, the government is not going to allow that. They're not going to have any accreditation. They're not going to allow that, even if it is privately owned. But let me ask you this question as a parent, because I'm not a parent. Would you send your child to a school with this guy, with this clown? With this clown that will indoctrinate your child? With that rhetoric that's gone, that with the same rhetoric as some of these racist white supremacists use. Only it's not reverse racism. It is what it is. It's not even racism. It's just, you know, it's exclusion. I mean, there is no such thing as inclusion. I mean, let me get that straight. Everybody's segregated within their own groups. Very few are integrated. Okay? Italians are going to be with Italians. Japanese are going to be with Japanese. Chinese are going to be with Chinese. They're going to get together. I mean, Jews are definitely, I mean, the you-know-who's. Fuck it. The Jews are going to be with the Jews. Okay? Everybody is going to be, it has their own community where they can feel comfortable interacting with each other and doing business with each other. We're the black folks, we're the own, even some of these Africans that come over here, the Nigerians are always hanging out with Nigerians, the Ghanas are always hanging out with Ghanans, Cameroon, Ethiopians. Yeah, the Ethiopians, they don't want anything to do with niggas. Trust me. Their women are fine as fuck, man. Even the ugly ones are fine. Gee. But this guy would be slapped with so many lawsuits. You can shake your head. That school is never going to be built. I've come to the resolution it's never going to be built. It's a trap bando. This guy is a con artist. I've been peeping, letting on her. Receipts that he's bringing, that some of these guys, you know, this guy, you know, there are people that hired him for consultation work. Come speak to the faculty and staff, train them, canceled, kept the money, won't give the money back. But you know, black folks, we don't sue. We don't have an army of lawyers. We don't have lawyers. We don't have attorneys like that. And that's one of my lessons, black men, for the other day. And I had to learn that the hard way. You know, peep game on what white folks are doing. White folks, lesson number one, you always have to have an attorney on deck. Okay? I don't care. I mean, save up the money. Get an attorney, get a lawyer, get a free consultation. Let them know what you want. Pay the retainer fee, even if you have to make $100 a month, $100 a week payments to this guy, to a retainer, because it could come in handy one of these days. These motherfuckers will come in handy one of these days. Okay. Get yourself an attorney. I'm looking for an attorney as well. I'm looking for one here in New York and one in another state where I have my fall residence in. All right. You up here saying, "Talking crazy, I can't afford an attorney." Bullshit. Bullshit. You can afford an attorney. You can afford it. Some of y'all are making six figures and you don't have an attorney on deck. So bullshit. You're talking about being an entrepreneur, being in business, but you don't have a damn attorney. You're in real estate investing. You don't have an attorney. You better get one. You better go ahead and get an attorney. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I should have did 2 years ago. The only drawback about attorneys is that they don't solve problems. They just create more problems so they can get more money out of you. That's one of the things you got to understand. But if you let them know what you want, you got to be on their ass and let them know what you want, what you expect out of them, what kind of service are you going to bring, what can you do for me? Look, I got this nice little property out here. I know you're going to charge me for going out there and looking at the property and seeing what the problems are. I know you're going to charge me for that. It's going to come out of my retainer. If you get slapped with a lawsuit from one of your tenants. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and talk to one of these attorneys, man. Let me go ahead and talk to these motherfuckers. So I won't get into no gosh darn trouble. I was reading a book, and I got to reread that book, The Truth About Attorneys. Hang on for a second. Let me go ahead and get that book for you. Let me go to my library. This is the book I'm talking about. And everybody should go ahead and get that book and read it. It's called The Terrible Truth About Lawyers by Mark McCormack. All right? He'll tell you how to deal with how attorneys really work and how to deal with these motherfuckers. Because they will jerk you around. Because now all they want is money out of you. You should always have, and I think Dennis Sperling, he I don't know if he still does YouTube videos. If he does, he's probably on a membership only, because he's got to make his money. He's giving out, when he was on YouTube, he was giving out free advice. Nobody paid him. None of y'all motherfuckers sent the super chat because he was giving out very good information. Because they believe attorneys, one thing I learned about the attorneys, they value their time. Their time is money. And money is time. They will jerk you around if you let them. So you got to get an attorney that handles. If you're in business, you got to get a good business attorney. If you think you might be in some trouble, you might have to get retain a criminal attorney, because you will get caught up as a black man. You will get caught up in some bull jive. Okay. I want to get an attorney that specializes in traffic tickets, because a lot of y'all motherfuckers Let me just say this. A lot of y'all motherfuckers out here, I'd rather pay an attorney than pay the government for a traffic ticket, for a speeding ticket. Why? Because police and some of the municipalities that operate under the police, the police that the municipality that the police operate under, that's just a money grab. They stop you, pull you over, Mr. Talking Crazy, you've been going 63 in a 48. No, I haven't. Yes, you have. License and registration. And y'all are gonna fight with these motherfuckers. I've seen the body cam video. Y'all fighting with these motherfuckers. Y'all doing sovereign citizen bull jive that you learned off of YouTube videos. You better stop that shit. You better cut that shit out. Get you an attorney. You better off just hiring an attorney. Having an attorney on retainer. Okay? That can get you out of that shit. There's an attorney on YouTube by the name Mr. DUI guy. And he be showing the videos that some of his cases where he had to cross-examine some of these police officers, and you'd be surprised how the lack of training that these officers have in DUI. Some of them haven't, when they're supposed to certify every year in DUI training certification every year, they haven't done it in 5 years. Some of them, one of them admitted, I haven't done it in 5 years. See why he got his client dismissed, got his case dismissed. Y'all up here playing checkers instead of playing chess. This is the world of chess, man. Learn how to play chess, man. I mean, figurative and literally. Y'all need to go out to Walmart, get a chess video game or something. Y'all gotta be on your computer playing chess all y'all should have your children playing chess all damn day long. That's what I should have been doing when I was growing up. I'm doing it now. Love the game. Matter of fact, I gotta talk to my property manager and see if I can get an attorney on it. See if I can get a real estate attorney, because I got tenants in my house. They want my property, and I gotta make sure those motherfuckers ain't bull jiving. All right. Let me tell you something. That $5,000 retainer is gonna save you $20,000 in bull job. I get insurance too. Some of y'all don't even have life insurance. I gotta get life insurance too. Not only life insurance, business insurance. I have business insurance. There's an E&O insurance. I got homeowners insurance. I got property insurance. I got insurance. I'm paying. But that's what you do. When you're a responsible adult, you pay. You pay to get protected. You acting like a zip dang fool, arguing with a police officer, a dumbass cop on the side of the road over a damn ticket, over a damn speeding ticket, and going to jail and turning a ticket into a felony. Where they're gonna cite you for the violation anyway. You're gonna get the ticket anyway, but you're gonna also go to jail. You're gonna have to bail out. You got to come up with bail money. You got to go through endless court dates, because it's not one court. You're not gonna just go into court one time and that's it. They do that to make you go ahead. And if you get one of those public defenders, that's what they're going to do. That's what attorneys do. The prosecuting attorney said, look, we need more time. Can you get an extension? No, got to come back to court. Defenders, your defense attorney is not ready. I need more time. Can I come back to court? Can we do a continuance? All in all, for a resisting arrest and a battery on the home, it's going to take 2 years of your life to even resolve, because the public defender is going to ask you, hey, maybe we should plead this out so you can go on with your life. And if you had a real attorney, it wouldn't probably take 2 years. It'd probably be a year. You probably wouldn't even have to plead down. Y'all dumbasses, y'all some dumb motherfuckers. And then the coup d'etat, your image is on that body cam forever. And it's going to be posted on a YouTube video where your dumbass is arguing on the side of the road with a cop or arguing in an airport. That's that. Unless you're a drunk motherfucker. And let me tell you something. I'm about to catch, well, I ain't going to tell you. I'm about to catch a flight soon to get out of this damn city. You think I'm gonna be doing some drinking in the airport? Hell fucking no. I'm not drinking while I'm there. I'm not drinking on the flight. The only time I'm gonna drink is as soon as I get the fuck out of that airport. Because that's the last place you want to act a fool, is in the airport. And speaking of body camera videos, I saw this body cam video of this Negro. Cops ran up on this Negro because they got a call that a man committed sexual battery to a woman. Now, I'm looking at this man, and obviously this man is high on something, or drunk, or high on something. He's up there running around saying, I didn't do it, I'm waiting for my homeboy, I didn't do it, repeating himself. And there was this dumb, and like I said, I'm going to have to tell you the location where this body cam came from. Orlando, Florida. Ground zero for crazy. Ground zero for crazy. Now the police, now the nigger police officer was, letting them know, hey, shut the fuck up, get off your phone, or I'm gonna put you in handcuffs. But he said it in a way. Look, he said it in a way that you can only say it to black folks, but not to white folks. He knew who to say that. He knew who to talk crazy to. A lot of y'all black folks love to talk crazy to each other. And I'm gonna tell you this: what happened on my vacation with my brother? There was a black man who was running drinks, and he said, "Hey, can you give me a drink?" He's like, "I don't do that shit. I'll get one of my men to do it." Talking crazy to my brother Rich. Came back and apologized for it. Found out he was an assistant manager and shit, but he was running drinks for those white folks. He wouldn't talk that way to a white person. He wouldn't talk that way to a white man or a white woman on that cruise. So I know. I did it too. I mean, look, I did it to a nigger police officer when I got pulled over by snatching that ticket out of his hand. Don't do that. Black men, black women, don't do that. Do not act a fool when you're dealing with these folks. If you have an attorney on, just smile and say, "Yeah, I got an attorney on. I actually got an attorney on retainer." So this ticket will get handled. So don't worry. Give me the ticket and let me go on about my business. Because if you got an attorney on deck, man, all you have to do is just smile. If you got a good attorney on deck, all you got to do is just smile. When a police officer is talking crazy to you, some dumbass cop talking crazy to you. All this, I know my rights, I know my rights. What rights do you know? What rights do you know, motherfucker? What are your rights? Let's get down to the nitty gritty. What are your rights when you're encountering a police officer on a traffic stop? Like I said, man, this is my AJ Fernandez. I love this cigar, man. I tell you. I'm gonna have to get me a couple of them. It's not harsh, it's light. I like the wrapping. The wrapper is light. I think it's a Nicaraguan wrapper. Or Connecticut. I think it's more Connecticut. That's why it's so damn light, man. I don't get headaches. My head is not spinning every time I smoke it down. This is gonna be my go-to. This is my go-to. This is my go-to cigar. I had a chat with a brother in my cigar shop. In the cigar shop, it's a cigar line that I go to. We talked about AJ Fernandez. But yeah, right. Arguing with a cop on the side of the road is never a good idea. Get your dumb ass an attorney. Get it on deck. Have one on deck. Smile and say, yeah, I know my rights. I know my rights, but if you violate, I'm recording. You're recording. I can get that body camera. My attorney will get that body camera footage and go from there. All right, I've been yapping for half an hour. It looks like nobody's on today. Everybody's out enjoying their Labor Day weekend, which I'm gonna do. I gotta shit, shower, and shave, and get some things done today. But I want y'all. Look. I want y'all, and I'm gonna continue talking about black folks that need an attorney. We have so many damn attorneys out there, man. Why don't you retain one of them? All right? Well, listen, let me go ahead and get the fuck out of here. This is Talking Crazy 88, and I am out of here. And black folks, let's be careful out there, all right?